some of you guys might be overeating and binging because of the type of food or because of the excuses you're using to justify. And some of you guys might be depriving yourself even more. Okay. But I want you to think, if I'm no longer a person with all those meanings and I'm just choosing to be a person who's just around food, what do I want? If I'm in full control and in full power and I'm in full control over my choices, what do I want? Do I want to eat this or no? Is it really a big deal if I don't see this type of food again till next year? No, it's not. You guys, it's not. You're not going to go 5 years from now and go, oh, I really wished I would have had that pie 5 years ago. You're not going to do that. You might say, I really wished I would have let myself have that pie 5 years ago if you were depriving yourself. You're not going to look back and be like, I should have just overeaten and stuffed my face and had it anyways. You're not going to think that. The worst case scenario, you're going to be like, I regret eating that. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been more in control of myself. And release anywhere where you're making it mean that you're out of control, where you're feeling literally out of control. You guys, I understand this, and I'm saying this with so much love and compassion. I am not disregarding that feeling of being out of control. I said those things. I felt those things on a very deep level. I would have fought with somebody so hard on that. This is my reality. This is who I am. Food controls me. I am not in control around food. If you're sitting there telling me I am not in control of food, you're putting all of your belief in that. Or you can decide to put your belief in, I am now a person who's just a person around food. You guys get to control and choose what you're putting your belief into. Now, this might be a new awareness because you might have never thought that before. What am I choosing to believe about who I am? Am I a person who's out of control around food, who lacks motivation, and therefore then I'm making those things mean that I will never be my ideal body? Am I being that person, or am I choosing to believe that I'm just a person who gets to choose what I eat and that's it? Because I'm just a person around food right now. Look at all this food. It's just food and I'm just me. This is so powerful and so important. I'm no longer going to believe that if I eat certain things or certain amounts that I'm going to gain weight. Because as a naturally thin person, I don't have those thoughts. As a naturally thin person, I wake up, I eat when I'm hungry, I eat what sounds good, and I just naturally don't even have a second thought about it. I trust my metabolism, I trust my digestive system, and I'm no longer a person who I used to be, where I was like, oh man, I ate this. And then it followed me everywhere, you guys. It followed me till I was asleep in bed. It followed me a week later. I shouldn't have had that. I'm probably up on the scale now because I had that one brownie, or I overate. I should have stopped eating. And that means I'm going to gain weight and all of this stuff. Naturally thin people do not think those things. I no longer think those things, but I used to think those things all the time. And that just created and put on more pressure, more heaviness, more stress. My stress levels were up more. Self-hatred was up more. Punishing myself was up more. Then I was depriving myself to punish myself. The reasons why I was numbing was up more. All of these different things. That is so overwhelming and it's not worth it. But go ahead and just give yourself so much love, understanding why you did it, especially if this was something you were taught and you witnessed and you've been doing for 30 plus years or 10 years. It doesn't even matter how long. Just go ahead and release it. I am choosing who I want to be right now. And if I'm choosing to be a naturally thin person, my thoughts are, I'm choosing to eat this food that's in front of me or I'm not. But I'm not going to make it mean anything. I'm not going to deprive myself because as a naturally thin person, if I choose to eat it, I chose to eat it, it doesn't mean anything. And because I'm a naturally thin person, I'm not worried that that one food is going to make me gain weight.